and we'll have a quick look. Oh, Jesus. These things, when you open them, they tend to have explosives in them. But what do they have now? Hey, who turned out the lights? Yeah, we got a bit of a dust storm. Bugger. There we go. Nice and tidy ship. A toilet, simply because they've been crossing the legs for 6-7 days. It's a long time to hold in a poo. Yep, I'm getting their levels up, but it has a strong hint of fromage about it. It's working! We're moving! Yay! Hi there, welcome to number one Geek. It is I, Saz, and I'm very excited to come back with some more Stardeus. This time, we're in early access, which means that you too can actually get yourself onto Steam and get you a copy of this game. So why don't you do it right now? I'll wait. Right, now you've done that, we can get on with the game. So what I'm just doing here is I'm just doing a new game, but I'm adding a few side things. First things all, I'm making it a little bit more difficult for myself. Changing the ship size to half size, and I'm also skipping the beginner quests. We'll leave it like that, and we're calling our ship the SSS's, because that's just me, isn't it? Right, so we'll start the game and just see how the hilarity goes. So, effectively, Earth has perished, survivors are roaming the universe in a search of a new home. You are hibernating in SSS's, and the ARC vessel equipped with advanced AI that will await the colonists after a base has been established on a habitable planet. So there we go. It's taking 3 attempts. Oh, we'll skip this bit, and we'll skip the tutorial. New quest, find a habitable planet. Okay. So that's basically the only quest that's going to be put on there. So we'll close those down. And we'll have a quick look. Oh, Jesus. Our ship is not very big at all, which is quite cool in one respect. Right, so where is our group of survivors? Do we even have a group of survivors? I'm not sure. No, I think oh no, there's the guy there. That's him there, just sitting there. Oh, 2 of them. There's 2 of them, which is good. Right. So first things first. So let's pause the game and let's get ourselves acquainted with the area. What's that there? That's a spacesuit. So we can relocate that definitely to there. What we can also do is have a look at there and see if there's anything else in the way of spacesuits and stuff. There's a yellow one as well, which is there using the find command, and we will relocate that to there. Also, there's going to probably at least one space helmet, I would have thought. Oh, there's a violet one and a violet space helmet. That's quite cool as well. So we shall. That's already relocated. Okay, so we just want the helmet, don't we? Right. And there she blows. Right, so we relocate that. And we'll head there. Head it back there. Right, so I've got to just get my head around where everything is right now. And once I've done that, I shall see about getting the ship up and running. Right, because I really don't have that much choice at the moment, and I'm not going through the quests. I'm going to have to unlock a lot of the basic stuff first, but of course I don't have that much going right now because I need to create myself a matter reactor. And R to rotate, we'll pop that there, pop another one there. So we'll get the droids to gather the resources that may be around. Now we've got a lot of items here that may be potentially useful, but most of these need repairing. Let's go to repair mode. Yeah, all of this needs repairing. So let's see if we can repair. Fortunately, we don't have too much in the way of damage. Now, of course, usually you get about 7,000 still play, but I've only got 1,817. Which makes things a little bit more difficult to maintain the ship. So we need to pretty much get ourselves going as quickly as possible. One of the things I will do, first of all, is get rid of this particle collector. Cancel the repair, and we will deconstruct it. Simply because we won't need it. And parts are much more useful. We'll let these guys carry on, and once we've got stuff fixed and ready to go, I'll start moving some of these connectors around so that we can get the ship connected up and ready to build, really. Okay, I'll start relocating some stuff here. Let's put this big one in here. It should get us ready. There should be one of those floor ones around here somewhere. I might actually grab some of these as well. Relocate. Pop those there. And relocate. One. There, so we're close to the area. There we go. So, right. There we go. So I have to do that. Okay, so we need... We're going to have to use the steel plate. And we've also got an upgrade around here somewhere. So let's install the reactor efficiency upgrade. Now, let's see how far our... So we'll need to move this one to about there. Make sure we can move it a bit closer. Okay, so biotech has now been researched. And we're going on to technology, which will help us store some stuff. Now, what I've just done is I've just started moving some of the bodies out and just trying to clean up the general area so that we have a good idea of where we're going. We've moved, obviously, beds and stuff into the working area, including the planters. I'll probably leave some of this stuff here because this room seems fairly well done, so it could end up becoming another usable area. Just trying to, at the moment, just moving, relocating, relocating, I think is the best term, all the chairs, just to give us the best possible way of sorting ourselves out. And once I'm able to get the technology, we'll be able to get the storage compartment, which means I can start cleaning up the areas here. Also, we need to make sure that we can charge our drones, so we're just building a charging station here, which will be done in a few moments, and that will mean now that our guys can do that. The second thing that we need to do just on that point is a general fixing station. Cooking station, okay. Do we have a cooking station? Probably not. So let's rotate that in and pop that there. And we'll get on with the rest of it as we get the technology working. Right. Now, in my experience, these things, when you open them, they tend to have explosives in them. But what do they have now? Ah, space helmet. Let's relocate that back to here. What else have we got in here? Right. Remember correctly, we should be able to get the clothing. It's female clothing. I don't think we've got females here, but hey. Okay, I think with the way things are going, I need to put a second charging pot there, and our storage unit is now ready to go. So let's pop ourselves, well, we need to pop a repair bay, and we also need to pop ourselves a storage unit in, which I think I will put here. I'll get that built, and then what I'll do is I will then use this command here to start grabbing all the items. Now obviously it says no storage unit, but when the storage unit happens, I'll be able to do it then. Right, so the next thing I want to do is add computing, atmosphere control, and temperature control to my queue of items. Hopefully I've done it in the correct order. That will do once I've got through there. But what we want to do is the computing so that we have the option to create more of these disks, so we can actually create more RAM, so to speak, or things that we can work with. I might have to move these bad boys back a bit. Just as a quick aside, managed to use or fix up the deconstructor. So what it's doing, it's taking all the old broken constructing robots and it's just turning them into their basic parts here, which is a good way because you can then use those to get rarer items out of it and be able to carry on with your mission to rebuild everything. Okay, that's going to help. Our memory and disk modules are now up, which means that we'll probably be able to do some better researching. As you can see from this point here, you've got, that's the memory, that's the disk space that you need. You need to store all your items on, but you need a certain amount of memory to solve it out. So currently we have 8 memory altogether. We're using 6 of them at the moment. And we've got 64 disk space. So for example, with the economy, we could probably do that because we've got the 8 and 16, so we've got plenty of disk space and memory to do that. But we need 12 there, so we need to build some more memory. And sooner or later, we're going to have to start thinking about putting some more disk space in as well. So that's effectively the way that it works. Air's getting let in and out here. So what I want to try do is I want to build the teleporters here between these 2 areas. So they'll just go for the teleporters each way, rather than try to get themselves through the doors. Just so that we're keeping the heat and the air in, effectively. And then what you do is you just pull them between the 2, and that links one way, and then you link the other one the other way. So what you can do is actually do like a circuit. Only one links to another one. So what I can see is happening is that, as you can see now, they're starting to use that as a quick means to get to where they need to get to now. But you could do it like in a little circuit so they could go around the whole ship. But you could also put 2 together to have like a hub of teleporters so that they go to the hub and then move over to the different parts of the ship as well. So that there's so much you can do with it, and that's part of the fun of finding out, isn't it? Hey, who turned out the lights? Yeah, we've got a bit of a dust storm. Bugger! Right, while we're doing that, the next one I'm probably going to do is add hygiene and vegetarian food to the area, as well as furniture. I'm not too worried about the winch. Advanced energy is going to be something that we'll need to do a bit later. Manufacturing, definitely. But the old treadmill as well. That's going to be good fun, even though I will need some more memory. So that's next on the list. There we go. Nice and tidy ship. And then we can now concentrate on getting ourselves moving. Okay, now that we've got 12 memory and quite a bit of disk space, I'm also going to add space travel to the thing because we need to move as quickly as we possibly can. And we also need to have a look at where the galaxy is. So we need to how far away we are from the nearest planet so we can start mining stuff. Let's hopefully we'll get that sorted and we'll get on and move. Right, quite importantly, hygiene has been put in there, which means that we can now build a toilet. Simply because they've been crossing their legs for 6-7 days. It's a long time to hold in a poo. My other idea as well is I'm going to take this area out here. And we're going to move these into here. So we've got a protected area from asteroids and meteorites and stuff like that. Yes, I will put in a floor. Right there. And of course, a wall to match. Okay, so space travel has now been added. So what we want to do is we want to pop in our flight computer there, and that'll get built. Right, because we've got a construction problem, we don't have enough to put that one. All I'm doing is just running back and forth, constructing and deconstructing this to bring up the characters' things. Also, we're going to have some advanced energy sorted out in this, so it's just back and forth, as you can see. Just keep going. Take them off, put them on, take them off, put them on. Get the experience in doing it, and then we'll go flying. Yep, I'm getting their levels up as we speak, but it has a strong hint of fromage about it. Right, to get smelting, which is a very important one, I'm going to have to do resource processing, but as you can see, 12. So we're going to have to make some more. Hopefully we've got enough left to do it. More of those. That's 8, 16. So we'll have quite a bit there. Oh, look at that. Bruno's got themselves a thing. We've got ourselves going now. Look at this bad boy here. And now let's go to the... Right, we're actually not too far away from Coco. Let's have a look at the rest of it. Yeah, let's head to Coco. Let's travel here. Right. Choose ship forward direction. We'll go the east as the forward direction. And hopefully we'll get a bridge operator, which is one of the characters, and we will head off. And to quote a certain blonde young Jedi cum Sith Lord and so forth, it's working! It's working! We're moving! Yay! See the planet coming, guys. We all seem to be going backwards, though. My next real thing is I'm going to remove a lot of these things from here because I know what the next big thing is going to be. So if I remove manufacturing, I want to go from recycling and then I want to go to nutrient extraction because we need to keep our people alive effectively. And the one way we can do that is by eating all the dead bodies. Yep, you heard me right. Eating all the dead bodies. And we're here. Good stuff. Okay, so we're going to stick our guys down there to do our mining. And hopefully you'll see the ship launch off. And then we will find out what we've got going on down there. Right, well, we've got our first smelter to be put down there. That's going to be very useful in the end. Now, hopefully, now we've done that research, we should probably start looking at advanced construction. Oh, look. Here comes trouble. Well, good news. It's only a trader. So let's have a look what we've got here. What's their offer? Disc compression upgrade, Azimuth override. Nice. Oh, right. Starcred's miner. I thought our uranium would probably be something that he'd want, but we're probably not going to have anything there, so waste of time. Okay, looks like we've taken everything dry. Effectively, we've got radioactive material and some rock. So we may end up wanting to go off. And I think that's probably going to be the best time for me to leave it. Let me just click the travel here button. So, I just want to say, why not pick this game up from Steam? It should be available about pretty much nowish. The link for the Steam area is in my description below. Why don't you pop that down? If you also want to have a look at how the game developed, I do have a series called the Alpha Build series. Why not have a look at those and see where we go from there? Just have a look through. Why not? Put a little thing up the top there for you to do that. And also, if you could possibly find your way to pressing the old like button and maybe even putting a comment or two in there just to help with the old YouTube algorithm, I'd be very grateful. And why not also subscribe and press that bell icon if you want to be updated every time I upload new content to YouTube. So all it remains for me to say is thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.